Hello everybody again, and welcome to another Moral Reef Keeping video on the Fluval Edge 6-gallon Nano Reef. As promised, I was going to do a video when I got my live rock in and we've got the pump in. And as you can see, it has turned out really well. The live rock that we've got is completely covered with purple coralline algae. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can get a real good look at this. This stuff costs probably about $8 a pound versus the other stuff that you can get for about $6 to $7 a pound. And it's just absolutely gorgeous rock. A lot of people buy rock that isn't quite as good, and it takes forever to grow this all over your rock. So to go ahead and spend the additional money to get the rock looking like this from the get-go, as you can see, it just automatically puts so much more color into the tank. And we're really happy with it. We also decided to go ahead and get the Hydrocoralina Nano 240 pumps. And it absolutely does wonderful. We've actually installed it to the left side of the tank versus the right for a couple of reasons. The first reason being we don't like a whole lot of the wire in the tank. I just think it doesn't look that good. So we put it on the left side for that. It's a lot less wire being shown in your display. And also, what it does is it pushes towards the front of the tank. The water flow then shoots to the right side of the tank, then towards the back of the tank, and back towards the left with where your filter is. And as you can see, it just keeps our tank crystal clear, and it works really well. So that's what we decided to go on with this. Right now we're in the process of just waiting for the nitrogen cycle to take place. Normally you can do this with live rock, but sometimes the cycle won't start. So what I would suggest is putting like a piece of shrimp in there to force on the process. Just let it decompose in the water and your process will start from that. A lot of people suggest that you can use fish to do the same thing, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put a livestock in there and force it to go through those fluctuations. It'd be like us being surrounded by chemicals and trying to breathe, and that's not really nice to do to the fish. I care about them a little bit more than that, seeing that I'm a scuba diver, and this is something that I do for part of my living and something I do as a hobby now in my own home. We also have a second of this tank. We've actually used it as displays on the sides of our beds, so it looks really cool to have two little reef systems sitting by the headboards on your bed. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut off from this video and go to another video and show you the water flow in this system. So bear with me and I'll show you right here. Okay guys, I stirred up my sand bottom just a little bit just to show you guys some particles in the water to make this a little bit easier to see. But as you can see, our pump is in the left hand side, and you can just see the water flow through all the particles in the water. There's just absolutely tons of water flow in here, and it has not disturbed our sand bed at all. And you can see it's going just about every which way. And if you watch closely, you'll see how the sand is shooting to the right in front of our tank. And then it's actually going behind the right side of the rocks and shooting back towards the filter. You can see some particles coming back towards the filter back there in the back. And also you can see it being shot through the rocks. And that's another reason why I set my live rock up this way, is because you want as much sand on the bottom as you can. And you want to have a whole lot of crevices for not only your fish and your algae eaters to be able to move around and hide and stuff like that, but you want absolute great water flow through your live rock. So keep in mind when you are setting up your live rock in this tank that you do want to have as much of it as exposed as possible. And this is the reason why, is because you're going to have great water flow with this pump, and the more open your live rock is, the more water flow you're going to get in between your rocks. And in another term, it's going to keep it a lot cleaner as well, because it's going to keep the sand off of it and stuff like that. So just wanted to show you that real quick so you can see the water flow with this Coralline Nano 240 pump. This is just another clip I wanted to show you on this video of our thermometer right at 78 degrees. In the previous video I talked about the heater that we bought from Petco, the little adjustable one, for about 30 bucks. Just absolutely keeps this tank right at where we like the levels to be. So if you're still thinking about the Fluval heater, I must emphasize that it doesn't work that well, and it takes forever to get your tank up to temperature. This little heater that you can get from Petco will keep your tank at 78 degrees, and I can't stress how important that is for your corals and for your livestock. Especially in a tank this small, you want all your levels to stay the same as much as possible, because different levels affect everything in different ways, and you can lose livestock and you can lose your corals through different fluctuations. That's why a lot of professionals out there that do this on larger scales will tell you a smaller tank is so much harder to keep, because anything that goes wrong in a tank affects the tank a lot quicker because it's a lot less volume of water. So I just wanted to show you that real quick so you can see that the tank is staying right at 78 degrees, and you just won't go wrong with this heater. Okay guys, well that about sums it up for this video. I know you guys are waiting on the lighting system that I told you I'm going to be using on this, and the instructions on how to make your filtration system a little bit better. I am waiting on everything to come in for those, and as soon as I get them in I will be doing a video for you guys. And I just want to say thanks for watching my videos, and keep the comments coming, and I'll keep making the videos and trying to help you guys out. Thanks.